my dude.
Oh my God.
That's not a cautionary tale. It's a goddamn victory lap.
Listen, don't make a scene, all right?
I want to talk to that fucking bitch.
Hey, be fucking nice. Don't fuck up in here.
You know, sometimes we get so wrapped up in how a problem bothers us, we don't see what the problem really is.
All y'all do the same shit, whether if you was some homeless shit trying to dig cigarettes out of a trash can or you living in the White House.
She's going to have issues for the rest of her life.
Emotionally daunting and hurtful when I just keep hitting a wall, you know.
The whole reason why I really didn't, pursue it because he was a good guy.
You gotta know when to say when, bitch. Our coochie cutter days are over. Forever 21 was a lie. Sit down. Stop playing with yourself.
Women have it hard. Okay, women have it hard. You have no idea what women go through every day, okay?
Let them genuinely talk. You'll see real fast like, oh my God, this bitch is dumb as hell.
I've slept with over 200 men.
200 men?
I know you're fed up, ladies, but keep your head up.
The reason why these men keep threatening you about being single and dying alone and you're a cat lady is because you being single is the greatest threat, especially to this modern day man. Don't fall for his nonsense talking about you gonna be a cat lady. Say thank you.
They're inside of women's down their guys are literally into a girl's.
We'll return after these messages.
She wouldn't have to resort to online dating. If her personality was just so great and she was amazing.
She might not have told you this, but my daughters do not respect men. So I'm letting you know that now, and I'm not joking when I tell you that, brother. And they have mouths when it comes to them getting into disagreements and engagements with men, and they will verbally put some lashings on you, brother, because they don't respect men. I'm just giving it to you forefront, brother, so you know what you're going in.
I am so sick of men. I am so sick of y'all's ass.
The majority of these men are either, all, as far as I'm concerned, all of these men are either cheaters, physically, emotionally, mentally, they will disrespect you. They are on the DL, bisexual, gay, whatever.
Okay, first of all, I didn't miss the red flags. I looked at them and thought, damn, that's sexy. And that's my problem.
They don't know how to make plans. They don't know how to be good communicators. They don't know what they want. And they act like children.
Lots of things wrong when it comes to women. I'm not a devil, and by no means am I a monster.
Oh Lord, I know it. If she says something intelligent, I'll give her credit for it. But I'm willing. It's gonna be some dumbass shit.
I'm going. I want my money right now.
Don't get your money. Don't worry.
The arrangement is over.
No kidding. No kidding.
I'm not just having sex with one, not two, but 3 different guys. That's right. I'm a player, but that's cool because I got it like that.
We're the leftovers, Kendra.
Who's the leftovers?
We're the leftovers, and I saw it. I read an article.
Who's the we? Who's the we?
They said that anybody above the age of 30 are leftovers.
Honey, I'm not leftover or nothing. I'm a specialty. So let me tell you something. I'm trying to be kind.
This concept of I could do better, bitch, at least 85% of men who approached women were really out of the woman's league. For the only thing that kept a woman in a league was because she looked a little cute and she might suck a dick. That was it. At least 85% of men who have approached 100% of women were out of the woman's league, for real. Like on some real shit, not just, looking cute for that 5 minutes, but on some real, like on character levels, intellect levels, the man's out of her league.
Don't fuck with me, fellas! This ain't my first time at the rodeo.
A lot of these men are sticking their eggplants down the throat of Billy's mouth.
you tell someone you're single and you look good, I'm riding around and I got a drop top for the summer, a truck for the winter, you know, the work truck out front, and folks is looking at the outside like, why is she single? Why does she got? There's nothing wrong with being single. I'm single, sexy, happy, living and enjoying life. And when the right one comes along, by the grace of God, I'll know it, and we'll move ahead from there.
Okay.
Did you know that 25% of women in the United States are getting treated for a mental illness? That means 75% of them are running around untreated.
Misogynist. As he said, misogyny is still real in our community.
I would say, number one, I know it's a shock to everyone, but sexism remains real and a very pertinent issue. But
most people just don't want to deal with them because on average, they just are not good, genuine people to be around. They're good to look at. They're good to work in brothels. They're good to, try to take over a bar. They're good when they're handing you food as they're a waitress or they're on a call center call or something like that. But anything other than that, we really don't want 85% of y'all around. Just leave. It's sad to say, but it's the reality on it.
Women will continue to only hook up with the top 10% of men because there is literally no reason for them to mess with anybody else. The most handsome man I've ever seen.
A lot of these women, once they hit over 30, man, they really cannot
it'll get you into a
truly
bed.
and fully
It'll get guys,
devotedly love
you
you. So a lot of women, they'll get stuck in this
validation
phase
from
of,
there.
I'll chase this guy.
Comments on Instagram, trying to
but
get
me, I don't want him at all.
Yeah, women
like
should
that
get power.
childish.
Yeah.
They end up like dogs chasing cars.
Yeah, they
when
get all
dogs
that,
chasing
but actually
the
sitting
car,
and existing with a
what is a
motherfucker.
dog? What is a dog really gonna do with the car if the car
time.
actually
Mark my
stops
word, mark my
and let the
fucking
dog
word.
actually
Look at how-
gets it? The dog's gonna sniff it for a while, pee on it, and then walk off. That's just how a lot of these.
Yeah. Sorry about that, y'all. This is gonna be a ghetto stream for life. It's gonna be a ghetto stream for life. Everybody hit the like button. Yeah, hit the like button.
He has 10 women already.
If you want me to stay on 2 hours instead of one, looking at me the $10 live stream goal. Whatever you can give is greatly appreciated. $5 makes you the live stream sponsor. Cash App and PayPal is pinned to the top of the live chat as well as in the description. Or you could do super chat, super sticker. That's the dollar symbol on the right of the chat box. Hit the like, hit the like, hit the like. Let's get into it.
Everything was going great, and then I found out he was married. So I met this guy at work. Everything was going great, and then I found out he was married. So we took a break from talking.
Took a what?
A break.
Okay, continue.
So I got a no-caller ID call. His wife called me. So she put him out, and he called me, and I let him move in.
Yeah, because like the title says, black women don't care about love or family or decency or righteousness. They care about good dick and attention from tall, handsome niggas with charisma. They don't care if their kids is reading at a 4th grade level in high school. They don't care about, their future. They don't care about the black community. They don't care about nothing. But good dick, money, and attention. But everybody already know that.
This is something that I see on social media all the time. I listen to the stories from the women on these, different panel shows or these different platforms.
Shout out to Smedia, man. Seemed like a good brother. But that shirt is diabolical, sir. I get it. You curl 100-pound dumbbells. I get it. That shirt is crazy, bro.
Different panel shows or these different platforms. And some of this stuff could easily be solved if they just had a trusted male figure in their lives to stop you guys from making poor decisions.
Yeah, see, Smedia Man, I don't want to call him names. I mean, I guess I just call him a name, Smedia Man. They don't give a fuck about no stand-up black man that they can go to for counsel. They're not looking for counsel. They love this shit. She was smiling telling this story. She wasn't telling it with her head down with shame. See, men like Smedia Man and Kevin Samuels and Ant CEO, they believe they can get through to black women. If we do enough YouTube shows and give them the game and love them and be there for them through thick and thin, that black women are going to change. They're all sadly mistaken. Yes, yeah. Media Man puts way too much faith in black women that they haven't earned. Well, let's continue.
To stop you guys from making poor decisions. I don't know what it is about grown women that can't get past what is actually in front of them. And you guys will understand exactly what I'm saying here. And shout out to Theo Coop, because he says this all the time. We don't call women losers enough. I think people are so comfortable calling men losers, bums, broke, things of that nature. Women, some of these women are straight up losers. Just, it's the worst. And I'm gonna show you guys what I'm talking about here. This is some couple videos from tonight's conversation, and I want you guys to listen how they reacted to this woman. This is insane.
No, serious question. What do y'all think about this shirt? Like, I'm not trying to be, silly. I mean, I guess I am trying to be silly, but no, on a serious note. Can I get some opinion? Can I get some opinions on this shirt? See, the buttons on the side, like the buttons on the shoulder blade, is really the part that's like pissing me off the most. Okay, let's just keep it going.
Work, everything was going great, and then I found out he was married.
Stop right there. She just said she met this guy at work. She found out he was married. That's the end of the story, right? Y'all in the chat, shouldn't that be the end of the story? You found out a guy he was married. So you like, oh, okay, I can't mess with you no more. Good day to you. It was nice knowing you. It should stop there, but we don't live in a world of should. We live in a world of what is. And this is the type of stuff that I'm talking about, man. Simple. Here we go.
So we took a break from talking.
Took a what?
A break.
Why are they still talking? What do you mean took a break with the married man? He was married.
All right, we're going to keep moving. I think we get the gist of that video. Let's see what this one is real quick.
When did I say women should not work?
My question for you really is, isn't that gender role assumed structure actually even harmful to men?
Is having what society would call a traditional wife that stays home and nurtures and takes care of the children, is that harmful to men? Is that what you're asking?
Well, I think that the austere view of gender roles and what a male should do for a relationship, if this is the only paradigm for relationships, yeah, it would seem like that is a very limited domain for men.
What's the limited domain? Men should protect, men should provide security, they should be the defining defensive force for their family. They should be the rock of which their family relies on. That's a lot of responsibility, and that's actually a lot of opportunity for men to do a lot of things. So what do you mean?
Well, yeah, exactly that. You're saying that women, first you're saying women shouldn't work, You know,
I did not
you
say
well
that.
defined that.
Rewind the tape. Where did I say that women shouldn't
No,
work?
you were presenting that it was an issue.
When did I say women should not work? When did I say
You
that?
said it. You said it was causing all these other wage issues.
No, I
you were
didn't.
presenting it
I
was
said-
causing marriage issues. It was causing all
Rewind the
sorts of-
tape. I said that every man should do everything in his power to provide a home of which his wife is not required to work.
Okay, let's. I just. Look, I'm just gonna say it flat out. Women aren't worth that. What women actually are while living in the house with them for 50 years, like we talking about long term. Let's think about the big scope. Let's look at this in the big scope. What women actually are over decades living with them, they're not worth me busting my ass to make sure I provide a home for them and they never have to work. They're not likable people living with for 50 years. They're actually very burdensome. They weigh on the soul. They nag you. Even if you do everything, you're the man's man of men's men. She still try to nag you, control you, make it seem like you could do nothing right. In most cases, in my opinion. I don't have the peer review study. I'm pulling this out of my ass, but you can take my word or not. Like, women just aren't worth that. They aren't. So no, take your ass to work and at least bring a check if I got to deal with all your bullshit. At least bring a check. If anything, I would tell men, bust your ass to become successful so you can have a relationship in the family and you ain't got to live with the bitch. You can get your own house and you get your kids and woman their own house and you can just visit all the time, but still have your own spot on the side. That would be why I would tell men to get their money up. Not so this bitch can just, never have to worry about working for money or contributing financially to the family. Because what about when the kids are grown or not even grown? What about when, you got a 7-year-old, well, let's see, what would the stair step be? Let's just say, what about when you got a 10-year-old, a 12-year-old, and a 14-year-old, and technically they can pretty much, within reason, take care of themselves while you go to work? And they know how to lock the door, don't let nobody in, call 911 if an emergency happened or somebody trying to get you. I mean, they could put the ramen noodles in the microwave. What about those ages? So let's say everything goes traditional. She start popping out your 3 kids at 20. So 15 years later, they got a 15-year-old, a 13-year-old, and a 11-year-old. So now she's 35. Nagging, mentally ill, she fat now. Why should you bust your ass from 35 to 85 to retire both of y'all? She ain't really doing heavy lifting, taking care of or raising kids. Why the fuck shouldn't she work from 35 to 85? It ain't because she's such a pleasurable mate to just have in my house, so it's worth just taking care of her fully because she's so pleasurable to be around. Like, just let's continue.
Do everything in his power to provide a home of which his wife is not required to work. And if his wife chooses to work, that's fine. But every man should make it to where his wife doesn't have to work. That's what I said.
Yeah, isn't that a limited domain for men? You don't.
No, as a man, that's what you should want to do.
Should want to do, but what about men that don't have the means to provide all
Get
those
another
things?
job.
Okay, so
Work 2 jobs.
Men
Work 3
shouldn't.
jobs.
Men shouldn't go to college. Men shouldn't.
I think college
shouldn't-
can be a big waste of time. Yes. I didn't go to college. There you go. Thank you, my friend. Yeah. Look. Hey, man. We can go over the college scam if you want to. Are there certain jobs that require certain further of skills? Absolutely. Doctor, lawyer, things like that. A lot of classes in college are worthless. Yes, they are.
So But what about the men who want to become doctors then? I mean, even in your own definition, they should be either not able to exist in the paradigm of relationship.
Go become a
or-
doctor before you get married. and or
like,
if you get married,
when you're like
you got to
40
work while
or
you got to
50
do it.
years old, if you didn't have parents to
Doctors
pay
aren't
for it?
becoming doctors at 40, 50 years old.
Some
That's
of them
not how
are.
that works.
Hey, some of you.
No,
some
I'm
of
saying
them
in
are.
general, you're making it
How
sound
long does
like
it take to become a doctor?
6-7 years.
No.
Yeah, you're
No.
talking about difference between surgeons, and then you're talking about general pediatrics and all this stuff.
No.
I'm rejecting
takes-
that
it
if
takes
you
much
want
longer.
to become a doctor, you're not coming out of all the school 40, 50 years old. That's not true.
You can. Yeah, that
if
happens.
you start
Well, yeah, I mean, he looks like he's 40 or 50 years old just starting college, which, hey, do your motherfucking thing. Hey, you might have been tired of working at motherfucking call centers and construction sites and warehouses, and I don't blame him. So I ain't knocking that at all. I hope he's going for something. Because here's the thing. If I'm going back to college at 46, oh, you best believe it's gonna be for something making 150,000 at least. No, so I don't know if this guy's still in here. I mean, I'm not mad at him. I don't block people, but I can't even pronounce his name. It's ending in 66, MAH 66. He says, "Talk about the issue, forget about his shirt." No, we gotta make attempts at the lulls. Now maybe people didn't find it funny, but I found it kind of funny to poke fun at his wonky shirt. So I mean, I get it. You're new here, but we definitely gonna clown silly shit and talk about irrelevant shit just to clown around. We're gonna get to the main issue at hand on these videos as well, but yeah, it ain't no fun if we just keep it all serious and stick to the strict issues. Like, what do you guys think about his book bag? Do you think that's his little sister's book bag? And what's up with the cut? Okay, no, I'm just talking shit. All right, let's get back into it. I don't think we're gonna stay on this much longer.
all the school 40, 50 years old. That's not true.
You can. Yeah, that
if
happens.
you start at 30, perhaps.
Yeah. And
Okay,
plenty of people didn't have
But
the means
we're-
before they were 30.
We're not talking about any of that. I didn't have means. What is that?
So they should be alone until they're 50?
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is
But
your goal as a man should be to get to a point where your wife doesn't have to work unless she wants to. I don't understand why that's so hard to comprehend.
No, I'm saying that is
I did not say,
austere.
never did I say once that from day one of your marriage, you should be financially set up. That is not what I said. I said every man should work as hard as humanly possible.
Working hard as humanly possible, man. I'm a human, goddammit. See, I mean, look, I agree. Men should be responsible. They should take care of their family and stuff, but it's just such a shitty deal in America. It's such a shitty deal to start a family with an American woman. It really is, man. Look, I think let's just start here. Most men aren't going to make it that much in America. Let's just call it what it is. 75% of men are never going to make 100K. So they need their wife to work. And rightfully so. Go to fucking work. Why you just get a free ride? Because you pushed out a couple of kids, twice. And now you just get a free ride for the rest of your life off my hard labor. Yeah, fuck that. You got arms and legs. Go get an office job, a comfy, cushy office job. Once the kids get old enough to watch themselves. So man, yeah, fuck that. But no, the point I was gonna touch on is, yeah, there was a time in society where you actually got a sweet, feminine, helpful, nurturing wife who was a great mother, a great wife. She made sure your balls was empty, your stomach was full, and she did it with a smile. Okay, then we could make an argument, bust your fucking ass, bro, and make sure you set that woman. I mean, then you had an argument. But the deal that men have to take in America today, there is no fucking argument that a man should bust his ass for a woman. Let's just finish it up. I'll bust my ass for my kids. I'll do that for my kids. I'll bust my ass and work my fingers to the bones to provide my kids a better life. But a bitch, nah. I'm over that.
That is not what I said. I said every man should work as hard as humanly possible to present an atmosphere and a reality in their home to where if their wife doesn't want to work, she doesn't have to. And until you get to that point, you don't get to take time off as a man because that's your job and that's your role. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, what I'm struggling with is how you can think that that's ideal for even for the welfare of men.
Who said anything about it being ideal? That's your job as a man. You see, this is where we've gotten in trouble as a society, is this whole society owes me something. Society doesn't owe you a dang thing. Pick up, you put on your big boy pants, do your job, be a man, provide for your family, work harder than everybody else. This is the problem that we have in society today. Is that unfair to me?
Okay, but so does society owe women something? I would love for him to dive in on that. What do women? I don't know his philosophy, so I don't know. But wait, society doesn't owe me anything for putting my life on the line and busting my ass and doing X, Y, and Z and saving cats out of trees and protecting women, strange women on the street. I don't know. All the shit that they say real men are supposed to do. I don't get nothing back. Sounds like horse shit to me.
Men. Nobody gives a crap if it's
okay,
unfair to
okay,
men.
so you're saying
it is
that
your job as a man to provide for your family, your wife, your kids, to where they should not want for anything. I understand that societal situations make it to where some people start off on a worse foot than others. But I reject the premise that in America, any man at any state, any city, any county can work as hard as humanly possible to achieve the actual goal, which is to make a home, again, to where your wife does not have to work.
Okay, so you just said that you just correlated the concept that I was presenting of that being bad for men with entitlement. So what are you saying? How is that statement entitled? How are these questions presenting entitlement?
Going back to the thing, isn't that like an unfair thing to men? Nobody cares. Work harder.
This is just one of them dumbass like, so yeah, he's one of those just any argument, just shut up, man, and work harder. Fuck you, you're a man. Shut up and go to war. Shut up and lift more weights. Grind harder, shut your lips. He's one of those dudes. There's like no nuance, there's no other considerations. Just shut up and work harder, bro. Type fucking simpletons. like I just yeah, this isn't any type of intellectual conversation at all. Let's just move on from that. Yeah, that's a pointless. It's pointless to have conversations with dudes like that. Oh my gosh, man. Shut up. Just grind harder. Oh my gosh. Okay, all right. Let's move on.
Older Black women in the world. Too many of us do things backwards. We move in with the man. Wow.
So I just wanted some kind of life or dating advice. Me and my boyfriend, he lives in Chicago. I live in Milwaukee. And I'm just thinking about making that next step and when I should move. I'm debating if I want to wait till he proposes or to just move now.
Wait till he proposes. Why buy the cow if the milk is for free?
Right. We wouldn't move in together, but
Why buy the cow if the milk is for free?
I feel like we're going to get to that
Why
point.
buy the cow if the milk is for free?
You're right.
If he loves you as much as you say he does, and y'all in love, he can put the ring on tomorrow.
Right.
There's no need to wait. I found the one. I like the pink nurse. Here we go, babe. We're doing this. Since you're gonna uproot your whole life and move all the way to Chicago, that's a big step.
Yeah, I think so.
So I'm just doing that for boyfriend and move in with you, and you have access to what? Oh,
Pussy hole. They always bring it back. But oh my God, ma'am. Who gives a fuck about that thing down there? He's been there and done that. The excitement and novelty of that is gone. Like, they always bring it up. When he getting access to this pussy, it's worth $50. Man, they that's sad that that's their that's their magic. I don't know, holy grail. Some pussy that he tired of fucking. Well, actually, why not say he got access to all that femininity and nurturing and intellect? Why she ain't say none of that? It always go back to whole. Y'all ever? Yeah. Never mind.
Been together, but yeah, I hear you.
you don't want to hear it though. You hear me, but you don't want to hear it. So what are you thinking? What does your intuition tell you?
I mean, I could see it going either way. I don't think I don't know, but I could see it going either way.
What do you mean going either way? What
I
does that
could see
mean?
me moving sooner before he proposes, living in my own space and him still proposing, or I could see myself waiting till he proposes to move.
Okay, what do you think he's going to do?
I don't know. I'm still thinking about it.
You don't know? So your heart is still telling you you're unsure of what if he's going to propose to you? That's what I'm hearing?
No. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to move too fast, but I don't want to move too slow either.
How long have y'all been together?
We've been together 5 years. We just hit
Oh,
5
girl,
years.
he should have had a ring as of yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Too many holidays have passed. Too many New Years. Come on. He should have had a
I
ring
know
as
it's
of
coming
yesterday.
though. We went ring shopping. He's asking me what kind of band I want, what shape, what my ring
At this
size
point,
is.
it could be a ring pop. It's been 5 years. You need a ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, what more does he?
Now, okay, I actually agree with, if this was my daughter, I would agree with Ashley. Yeah, you need a ring. I would tell her you don't even have sex with him again until you get that ring on your finger. So I guess I'm a hypocrite because I would tell my son not to get married, but I damn sure would tell my daughter to get married. So yeah, I guess I'm a hypocrite or whatever you would call it. So this is one of the few cases where I actually 100% agree with the advice that Ashley is giving.
What kind of band I want, what shape, what my ring
At this
size
point,
is.
it could be a ring pop. It's been 5 years. You need a ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, what more does he need to know?
Mm-hmm. I think he just waiting on the right moment. He knows I want something over the top for an engagement and the ring. So
No, see, yeah, we already got a problem. We already got it. So let me do my assessment. Nose Ring Chronicles. It's the Nose Ring Chronicles. Metal in her face. Yeah, she's a disgrace. It's the Nose Ring Chronicles. Snuffleup Eyelashes Chronicles. Snuffleup Eyelashes Chronicles. Brooms on her eyes. Is it a disguise? Snuffleupagus Eyelashes Chronicles. Like, so where do I begin? Okay, so the ridiculous fucking eyelashes. I mean, I'm not going. They look dumb, but I mean, I'm not gonna say it's a testament to her character or nothing because she got some stupid eyelashes on. The nose ring, I will say a little something like that. Piercings, I get it. She got it because she thought it was cute, but it's just nah. But I can't really condemn her too hard for that too either, unless it was like some tattoos on her neck or something. Fuck it. So I'll give her a pass on the stupid eyelashes and the nose ring. But then she's calling Ashley Dalton for relationship advice. This is a basic bitch. So if I put all those, I mean, you know, let me take that back. Let me take that back. She's a young girl. Shouldn't talk like that. But this seems like the stereotypical ratchet Anna from the hood. She could be a sweet girl. But then here's the other red flag. She's talking about, I want an over-the-top engagement, over-the-top. Yeah, it's all about her. It's all about her day. It's all about her feeling happy. And then ain't a long-distance relationship. Long-distance relationships aren't real. So this is all just honestly some clown shit. So far, everything about this is clown shit.
I don't know. So this is what I don't get. We hold this whole ring, and I'm gonna. This is important for me to say, especially to you. And you know, I don't like to make it about this, but I am going to make it about this. To my young black women and older black women in the world, too many of us do things backwards. We move in with the man, we give him our body, we have a baby, he has access to us, we build him up. But for some reason, the ring can't come first. Why are we doing things backwards?
I agree. I definitely don't want that for myself, and I see it a lot with people in my life. But I definitely don't want.
Again,
She's kind of cute. She's kind of cute. For sure. And that's what I don't trust about her. I don't trust cute women. Look at the nails, the little ring, the nose ring. I'm getting stereotypical. I'm not getting wife energy. She's not acting like super loud and ghetto, but I'm not picking up wife vibes. She thinks she's a little princess. She think marriage is all about that man making her happy every day and giving her dopamine hits every day. She's her own god. Wait, matter of fact, what does the title of this stream say? Black women want long stick and money, not family and love. Black women want long stick and money and attention. I could have added that in there. Not love and family. Fuck, I should just make it a long ass title. Black women want long stick, fun, attention, and money. Not love and family. Fuck it. Save that. It's locked in. Look, what? Can we get the likes up? I got 14 people watching and only 4 likes. And that's just disrespectful. Since I don't understand it, I'm going to take it as disrespect. Please take your fat ass finger and hit the like button, please. Rest in peace, Sinful to P. Yeah, I'm not getting, wholesome good wife for the next 50 years vibes. I bet she got a fucking pack of hyena friends who gonna be quick to tell her, girl, you don't gotta take that. Let's get back to the streets. The first sign of any problem in the relationship or marriage.
That for myself, and I see it a lot with people in my life. But I definitely don't want.
again, even if you don't move, you guys are still together.
Yeah. He knows. He knows. I don't think I want to see myself getting to 6 years.
Yeah, no. And how old are you? 25, 26?
25.
Yeah. And then eating up your 30s. I mean, eating up all your 20s.
Right. That's
Yeah.
what we're talking
And how old
about.
is he? Is he 25 as well?
Yeah, we're the same age. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So y'all high school sweethearts. Like, come on, the college sweethearts.
Yeah,
Lock
college
it in.
sweethearts.
Get the temporary ring, right? Okay, he gives me the temporary ring. He does more well in his career, and then he upgrades it.
That's a good idea too.
Yeah. But no having no kids by boyfriend, no having kids out of wedlock, none of that.
sure.
No more of that. I don't want to see that
I don't want
for the
that
young
for
black woman.
myself,
I don't.
no.
I'm sick of hearing about it. Oh, but he
Me
got
too.
money. Oh, but he got this.
I don't want
Where's
the
the
baby
ring?
mama daddy drama. I don't want that for myself.
Yeah, no. Where's the ring? Where's the piece of paper? That's important.
Okay.
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 You
I
know
think
what you
I'm
need to do. Don't move. He ain't going nowhere. Y'all been
I
together
think
for
like
5
I'm
years.
just not. I'm not comfortable with my current job. I'm not liking the place I work. So I think that's kind of why I want to just start over and move and try somewhere else. But I don't want to start over in my own city if I'm going to move soon. So it's kind of like.
Okay. Well, you have to make that decision, dear. All right. But I just feel like if you guys been together forever at this point. Forever. What's a ring? A piece of jewelry. He can't just go a piece of jewelry. Come on.
I mean, I got a little promise ring, but yeah.
That ain't enough. Next, upgrade. 25, young, been loyal to him, not out in the world, ain't sleep with a bunch of men. That's what they say they love and want. Where's the ring? And now look at all the moves you're making. You're thinking about, oh, it's time for me to go to a new job. All right, I'm going to get up. I'm going to relocate. I'm going to pack up everything. And he gets to be comfortable and stay in his city and his state. And there's nothing else for all that effort outside of we've been together for 5 years and you saying you love me?
Yeah.
That's not enough. I'm not saying y'all can't be together, but that's not enough. Right, all that sacrificing. It's not enough. You deserve a ring. That's it. That's not too much to ask from him. Oh, okay, here's a ring, babe. Again, it could be a ring pop. Something.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay?
All right,
doll. Have a good one.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, young black girls, to all the black women here, I'm just tired of, it's just time to break the cycle. Giving men babies, and no rings. No rings. No rings. I'm tired of hearing all of these baby showers, all of these prom celebrations, and no weddings. No weddings, no engagement parties. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. You're giving a man a whole baby, and he can't give you a piece of jewelry. He can't sign, okay. All right. I gave her my seed. Let me just sign this paper. Okay, that's important to me. No. Okay, so think about that. Think about those things. Brittany?
Oh, I'm trying to work like this TikTok thing. It's my first time on here.
Welcome
How are you?
in. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good as well.
All right. Do you consent to be on a live and potentially all platforms?
Yes, I do.
Okay. What brings you up?
Well, I'm dating this guy, right? And we've been on and off. I'm 25 years old. We've been on and off since 2019, and we finally rekindled back in February of this year. The reason why we were on and off is because I wasn't where I wanted to be in life yet. Like, I wasn't fully established with everything, and plus I was young, so I wasn't ready for marriage or kids or whatever. I'm still in school getting myself together, and because he's older than me, I understood why he was ready for it, but as for me, I wasn't. But now that we have rekindled, like, I'm ready for it. I feel like I'm where I'm at in life right now, to where I want to get married and have kids. So one thing I did on my end that was, I find childish and stupid at the same time, I kind of lied to him about like my financial status or what. I'm trying to work like this TikTok.
What's up with these fucking nose rings, man? I was gone for a second. So let's run this one back real quick. Let me read some comments.
Talk thing. It's my first time on here.
Welcome
How are you?
in. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good as well.
All right. Do you consent to be on a live and potentially all platforms?
Yes, I do.
Okay. What brings you up?
Well, I'm dating this guy, right? And we've been on and off. I'm 25 years old. We've been on and off since 2019, and we finally rekindled back in February of this year.
Yeah, you just some hoey clapping. If when one of his friends asks about you, yeah, that's just some bitch I'm fucking. Yeah, on and off isn't a real thing. Well, let me put it like this. I don't do on and off. If you leave me, I'm done with you, bitch. If you walked away from a good thing, then you stupid, and I can't ever be with you again. I don't do that on and off shit. She leaves and he say, bye, bitch. And then she miss him and come back and he say, I'll take your pussy on the weekend, why not? And she leave and then the cycle been continuing for 7 years.
The reason why we were on and off is because I wasn't where I wanted to be in life yet. Like I wasn't fully established with everything. And plus I was young. So I wasn't ready for marriage or kids or whatever. I'm still in school getting myself together. And because he's older than me, I understood why he was ready for it. But as for me, I wasn't. But now that we have rekindled, like I'm ready for it. I feel like I'm where I'm at in life right now. It's where I want to get.
So let me okay, so he wanted to marry her at who knows, I don't know, let's say 20. So he sound like a simp now, so I got it wrong. Sound like he's a simp. She keep leaving him to go back to the streets because she don't respect him. But maybe she finally realized like this street shit ain't working out either. Yeah. Yeah, this don't sound good for the bro. Don't do it, brother.
As for me, I wasn't. But now that we have rekindled, like I'm ready for it. I feel like I'm where I'm at in life right now. It's where I want to get married and have kids. So one thing I did on my end that was I find childish and stupid at the same time. I kind of lied to him about like my financial status or whatever because I felt like I was too embarrassed, I feel like, to tell him. And I didn't want to feel any judgment or get any judgment from him. And he had found out that I was lying, and we had a conversation about everything. And we are still together, but it takes time to build trust.
What do you mean you lied about your financial status? So you guys are both 25? Is he 25 as well?
No. He's 33. I'm 25.
Okay, he's 33, you're 25.
Yes.
And you're saying you were in a relationship and he found out, let's say hypothetically, you made 40,000 a year and not 100,000.
Correct.
Okay, and this was a big piece of information because why? You live alone or you live with him, and why?
No,
why
no,
didn't-
we don't live together. I used to live by myself. I moved back in with my parents 2 years ago.
Tattoo on her chest, everybody. Nose ring and a tattoo on her chest, everybody. And 10,000 rings in her ear. Yeah, this is some street tramp type shit. This isn't marriage material once again. Black women aren't marriage material, frankly, most of them.
Okay, so if you live with your parents, he should know you're not really making, that much money. So what's the issue? Why does your financial or how much you make, why is that a thing?
The financial issue isn't a thing. I just felt like, I don't know. I just didn't feel comfortable enough to tell him where I was really at. That's why I made up that lie, which is wrong. I should have just told him the truth because he's a really understanding person. But I just
And that's the problem right there. And that's the problem right there. Never be a really understanding person when it comes to women. Be strict, stringent, rigid. be no holds barred. Like, don't play. Like, run a strict program. Run a strict fucking program. Women don't deserve the benefit of the doubt. You should have learned that at the beginning of the Bible. Yeah, we got a simp. We got a certified punk ass bitch. He'll learn eventually.
No, don't be sorry. Be careful, ho, because you never know who understands your language, all right?
As soon as something doesn't smell right, man, cut that shit off. And see, guys like that, like that situation, like I said, that's watching guys go through that. My instinct usually is just to laugh at them. But now, if I became like friends with them beforehand, I didn't know they was like that. Like, I feel my testosterone drop hanging around the motherfucker, and I really don't want to be around him no more. Like, because it starts fucking with it starts fucking with me on an internal level. Like, well, maybe I should deal with a dumb bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my internal level, I start to sympathize with the pussy shit. Like, maybe I should put up with a retarded hoe. Maybe that is what's supposed to be. No, it's not supposed to be that, man. If something don't smell right with a bitch, bounce on her. Just take your ball and go the fuck home.
The whole reason why I really didn't pursue it because he was a good guy.
Beta. No. I'm an alpha. Beta. Oh, because I tell you why. Beta.
It's a sign of being a beta male. I didn't know that.
Beta. What, beta?
Okay, but he needed to know how much you made a year because why? What did he need to know? Well, your finances, was he going to use a part of that to boost his
he doesn't
credit
need,
or...
he actually doesn't need to know. I'm the one that just went ahead and told my story.
Oh, so you just volunteered the information because you chatty.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Which is, it was...
Yeah, bitches talk too much. And they telling themselves every fucking time because they talk too fucking much. When you a punk ass bitch, you gonna let everything slide. Even when they do tell on themselves. Because he doesn't have an abundance mindset. You know, he has a scarcity mindset. This is the only bitch. She kind of cute. I mean, she look like her dad. But whatever, I get it. She the cutest chick I ever got. So I'm gonna keep putting up whatever she put me through. Because I don't think I can get one good as her. With a fucking tattoo on her fucking chest.
It's dumb. But
okay.
now it's
Okay, so it sounds like now you want to be with this guy. Like he's important, you want to be with him. Why can't we just
Yeah.
move on? You guys both, it ended wrong, things didn't go well. C'est la vie, we move on. Why we can't move on, he moves on.
It is moved on, but because of the lie that I told, it's like trust now.
But you're 25, move on. He can move on, he's 33, he'll find another. Why don't we, all parties move on? Like
The
why are we trying to
relationship,
rebuild
the
trust?
relationship isn't over.
Okay, but this relationship doesn't sound like a relationship because it just sounds like phone conversations, random meetups here and there, and no progress is being made in life. What's going on? What's happening in life?
What's going on between me and this person?
Yeah, like what's happening? It doesn't even sound like a real relationship, if I'm being honest. It just sounds like we talk on the phone, we text, and we talk about the same thing about trust and babe, are you gonna trust me? I'm saying, are we making moves? That's what I'm saying. What's happening?
He does make the moves, actually.
Okay.
He just recently got me a car. I had gotten into a car accident
Okay.
back in February.
Okay, this is good.
I'm in nursing school currently. I'm almost done. I finish next year. He's paying for that as well.
Okay, that.
Oh my. Oh.
Beta. I am no. I'm an alpha. Beta. Oh, because I tell you why. Beta.
It's a sign of being a beta male. I didn't know that.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
It's just something about that rubs me the wrong way.
That's good.
And he helps me out financially. He's always there when needed, when I want to talk to somebody about what I'm going through.
Okay, so he bought you a car, he's paying for nursing school, this is good. So then it sounds like he's over the trust part thing.
Yeah, at this point, yeah.
Okay, so then what's the issue? There's no issue anymore. If he's still investing, because what I'm hearing, if a man is still investing, okay, he's there. He's still there, you know? Okay, he's putting money down, he's buying cars, he's paying. All right, cool. He's paying bills. Cool. He's still there. So what is the issue?
The issue was the trust from the beginning. And now that
All right, this is a waste of everybody's fucking time. Let's keep it pushing. Let's keep this shit pushing. Oh, I kind of want to look at this. Fuck it, I'll be right back. I know y'all tired of looking at this shit, but I'll be right back.
Guy says that to throw gal off of the scent of really wanting to be with the gal.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting tactic.
Now, does any of that sound toxic at all?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's hella toxic. It's game playing. It's exhausting.
The story, the love story of Dondre and Sally Whitfield.
Well, now I want to ask, who was the friend?
I'm not going to say the name.
Okay,
of
because 28, I mean,
But-
y'all, if you don't know what Sally looks like, just Google her, and then, you know, she was probably so incredulous, like, are you crazy?
Absolutely. In comparison.
Do you know?
In comparison,
Yeah.
absolutely. But what I'm saying is that everybody was chasing my wife before. This is when we had first met.
Mm-hmm.
All the dudes were chasing my wife.
Yes, they were.
Okay?
Yes.
All the dudes were chasing my wife.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't be the dude that looked like I was another dude chasing her. And as a Brooklyn dude, Brooklyn Dre showed up. And I literally said it just like this. What you doing for lunch?
Uh-huh.
And she was like, I don't know. I was like, you going to lunch with me? She was like, how you know I want to go to lunch with you? I was like, knock it off. Stop it. You know you want to go to lunch with me. Come on. You and I both know. Now, all day, this is on one of my sitcoms.
Mm-hmm.
I got her cast opposite me.
Mm-hmm.
So during the first part of the day, all day, I'm making her laugh. Now, I tell this to guys all the time. If you can make a woman laugh,
Oh,
you
yeah.
can probably get her to kiss you.
That is a fact. I love a funny guy.
Okay? So I had her laugh.
He's not a bad looking dude, but yeah, you got to be a certain height and a certain look usually when they say that. But okay, let me not say that. I mean, I do agree with that to some extent, but like, if you're not the best looking guy, you're not the tallest guy, you can make up for it in other ways and still get a bitch. I will say that. But it is true in a lot of cases, you got to meet that looks requirement first, and then once you make her laugh, yeah, it's a wrap. Well, it was already a wrap. She already knew she was gonna get the pussy off the height and look. And in fact, you had a certain chain on.
Ask any woman who's used dating apps what she hates about them the most. She'll probably tell you a couple of these things. 1. There's too many low quality options and the men are so desperate. 2. There ends up being just too many messages to reply to. 3. For the occasional handsome guy, they either just want to F or barely reply. It's interesting because they actually did a study confirming these complaints are real. I asked AI for a study showing women's biggest complaints, and data from Pew Research conducted between 2020 and 2023 showed the top 3 complaints women had regarding apps were: men continued contacting them after rejection, 60%, receiving unsolicited sexual messages, 57%, feeling overwhelmed by the amount of attention or messages, 54%. These roughly line up with these complaints. And now, the reason I think women report specifically these complaints can be explained by this game theory chart. Imagine these boxes as the options women have on dating apps. Now, of course, the sub-8 looks category is a lot bigger than the chat category because there's a lot more average to below average guys than there are attractive guys. And I'll confirm this in an upcoming Tinder experiment. As you can see, majority of dudes here are barely average looking. Maybe this dude at the end is the only one that could fall up here. And there's also a personality split. How is this distinguished? Well, this is a guy that I would say has good looks, but a bad personality. When girls match with this guy, they know he's going to be dismissive, impatient, making fast moves. This is a guy with a good personality and poor looks. These are the types of guys that women complain about being too needy, too many messages to respond to, too many guys, because there's literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these. So these two guys are the two most important on the apps. When it's the handsome guy with the bad personality, this is where women will often have the complaint of receiving unsolicited sexual messages. And when it's the good personality, poor looks guys, this is where the complaint is feeling overwhelmed by the amount of attention or messages, or men continuing to contact them after rejection. Now, why is it like this? Take a look at this study. This asks people who have used online dating sites in the last 5 years whether they feel they receive too many messages, just the right amount of messages, or not enough messages. And not surprisingly, when we look at the men, 57% said they don't feel they receive enough messages. And of course, that's these average to below average guys here. 6% said they receive too many messages, which is usually going to be these guys. And it shouldn't be surprising, once you're in the top 5% of looks and you're matching with girls left, right and centre, this is when the guys just stop caring, becoming impatient, filtering for the girls who are going to move the quickest, so they start sending these sexual messages, which some women might indulge in, otherwise these guys...
Okay, so imagine being the guy with his shirt off with a fucking satchel or whatever the fuck he got on. See, he wants a meaningful relationship at some point too. But he's the most jaded because he's seen how trifling bitches are firsthand. You know how many wives and girlfriends he fucked in his tenure as fuckboy? However you say it. So he's gonna have some trust issues, to say the least.
wouldn't send these types of messages, but clearly a bigger proportion of women are upset by it. Or it's because they want a relationship with this guy, but clearly he's not that interested. Meanwhile, for these 57% of men who say they don't get enough messages, that's what causes 30% of women saying that they receive too many messages. Because these guys end up becoming so desperate, they'll start swiping on every girl, sending a message to every match, even the ones they're not that interested in. And if that doesn't work, it's double, triple texting. And this behaviour is mainly coming from these guys. The guys who are trying to give themselves a chance, but didn't have the looks that women are going to consistently match with. That's what ultimately causes these complaints in women of feeling overwhelmed by the amount of messages, and men continuing to contact them. In fact, I saw a funny clip recently highlighting this one perfectly.
And this chick's not even, this chick got the nerve to call somebody a 3 out of 10 with her long chin. Like, this is crazy, man. This is fucking crazy. Like, but yeah, don't triple text a bitch on a dating app. Like, absolutely not. Or yeah, delivered all day is crazy.
So as you can see, these are the types of dudes who'll double message, triple message, be needy, even if he was left undelivered for hours. Now, you might be wondering, what about...
Like, hold on though. Hold on. I got a meme for this bitch. This is my meme for this chick right here.
Where is she getting this idea that she'd even make a good partner?
Matter of fact, let's pull her up. The test Jap. Let's pull her the fuck up. This bitch is not attractive, but she's not fat and she's in America. So hey, that's something. She definitely has dad face. Yeah, it's straight fucking whore. Yeah, this doesn't end well, folks. Partying with Chads and this and that. Dopamine hit after dopamine hit. And in her mind, this ends with her happily married to a millionaire. It's another Instagram whore. And she actually thinks she's worth something. That's the crazy part. I mean, look, I get it. I don't hate her. She's still a child of God and all that. But as a dating option, like a serious dating option to marry and introduce to your mom, with her ass and tits plastered all over her Instagram, you know, a rave girl, man, she done been, you know how many dumpsters this bitch done been fucked behind and in? This is gross. That 3 out of 10 is a way better person than her. Whatever 3 out of 10 she's talking about. Okay, that 3 out of 10 that she's talking about, I got a meme for that. Like when it comes to real shit, that 3 out of 10 is way out of her fucking league. Way out of her fucking league.
This concept of I could do better, bitch, at least 85% of men who approached women were really out of the woman's league. For the only thing that kept a woman in a league was because she looked a little cute and she might suck a dick. That was it. At least 85% of men who have approached 100% of women were out of the woman's league. For real. Like on some real shit, not just, you know, looking cute for that 5 minutes, but on some real, like on character levels, intellect levels, the man's out of her league.
So as you can see, these are the types of dudes who will double message, triple message, be needy, even if he was left undelivered for hours. Now, you might be wondering, what about this box? What about the guy with good looks and a good personality? Well, this is an example of a guy who I think ticks both of these boxes. Obviously it's just a picture, this guy could actually be a terrible person. But just for the sake of explaining, we'll assume he has a good personality. So, why doesn't every girl choose this guy? Well, there's actually a more obvious reason for why girls aren't choosing him. And it's this person right here. Yeah, he has a girlfriend. So in most situations, you'll find these guys aren't on apps because they are already in a relationship. Or if he does download a dating app, he'll often find someone in the first couple days. Because he's got the looks to get a lot of matches, and he's got a good personality, he's nice and wants to be with a woman who's on his level. And that last part's important because obviously there'll be girls who try to get with him who are clearly below his level.
So, okay, all these women want the top left guy, the Chad with the good personality. But what women don't realize is they don't have good personalities. Some women do. And those are the women who are going to lock down the Chad with the good personality. But most women are going to fail miserably. Even if they did get on a couple of dates with him. They're going to fail his checklist. Because most of these bitches aren't good people. They're not likable. They're not interested. They don't have good character. Nothing.
This woman might try to get with this guy, and she might even match with him. But ultimately, guys like this, who tick both boxes, are usually wanting to get someone who's on his level. So for these types of women, they usually end up having to go for the bad boy Chad guys, or the nice dudes who are actually on her own looks level. But she doesn't find these very attractive, so she ends up stuck on the apps for ages.
Okay, this broad right here. Here's the funny part. Most women... They're not on the level of any guy on this list. The sub 8 looks guys, they're not on their level as far as just being a decent human. They're not on the hot guy, bad personalities level because they're not even attractive as the hot bad boy. And they damn sure not on the level of the hot guy with the good personality and character and stuff. Most women aren't on any of these guys' fucking level.
That's why often you'll find it confusing as a man. Girls who are on your own looks level aren't matching with you. And you sometimes see the same profiles of women 6 months to 2 years later after deleting and re-downloading the apps. So clearly her standards are too high. But of course for a woman who's more attractive, she might have a better chance of getting with a guy like this. Anyway, now getting to the most important game theory for this video. So there was a study published recently of 2,000 participants. And they asked both men and women, do you have a positive or negative view of the opposite gender? And shockingly, the people who said they dislike the opposite gender the most were women under 25. Look at this box here. It shows 27% of women under 25 saying they dislike men.
And let's be clear about something. This 37 who said they're neutral just didn't want to seem like bitches. They hate men too. If you can't clearly say, you have a positive, view of the opposite gender clearly, then you have a negative. Well, ain't no fucking neutral. Like, they just didn't want to betray the they didn't want to seem probably like huge cunts, but they also didn't want to betray the sisterhood, so they just said, neutral. It's not neutral.
They dislike men purely because they are men. Meanwhile, for men under 30, just 7% said they dislike women purely for being women, and 72% said they have a positive view. 10 times higher, which is absolutely mind-blowing. Because given the amount of talk you hear in the media of men being sucked into rabbit holes, following bad influences, consuming harmful content, men still have an overwhelmingly positive view of women. And in actual fact, it's women who are having their minds warped by the things they see online. And it's to the point where there's nearly an equal chance if you picked a woman at random in real life that she'll have this negative view compared with a positive one. Whereas...
All right, let me clear it up. Like, hold on.
If you picked a man at random, there is a 10 times chance he holds a positive view of women compared to finding a man that hates them. So anyways, why is it like this? Why do women hate men so much more for men just being men? Well, I think the answer can be explained with this game theory. When women participate on dating apps, and most dating does happen on dating apps nowadays, they're mainly coming into contact with these type of guys. The men with good looks but terrible personalities. The dudes who just want to have fun and take women for a ride. That's why, have you ever heard from a woman? It seems every time she brings up an ex, he was a liar, manipulator, a narcissist, it's because they're usually interacting with these guys. They often aren't meeting the good guys because these guys aren't on the apps. And if they are, they only want to get with someone on their level anyways. So this box is essentially removed. And as for the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of guys down here, to most women, these are more or less invisible. In fact, it doesn't matter if he has a good or bad personality, this whole section is invisible. Because these guys are getting rejected on looks alone. At most, she'll match with a couple of these guys for the love of the game, but she's not serious about guys in this box. And that's shown because she's leaving these dudes on red for hours. So this massive section is essentially gone as well. And that means the majority of the guys that women are interacting with on these apps is dudes who look like this, and this, and this. The guys who are leading women on, talking to multiple girls at once, and ghosting her after the first time if they ever met up. That's what's causing this shocking number of 27% of women to hate men for just hating men. They are only seeing these men. Now, I know some guys are going to cope and say, oh, but this isn't true. Women aren't only matching with these guys. Okay, then who are the girls matching with then? Are you matching with them? Maybe as the beta jester before she inevitably leaves you on red. But who are the guys she's actually meeting up with? I promise, if you look at any woman's DMs, on any app, not just Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, even Instagram, the dudes she's taking more seriously, I promise they look like these guys. But you have to see it with your own eyes to believe it. And when the women interact with these dudes, we all know how it eventually goes down. Anyway, bringing back the 4 quadrants of the chart, we can assign names to each of the boxes. So the good looks and bad personality box is who I like to call the drowning in matches, or dim, which to be honest reflects a lot of their character. As for the good looks and good personality, it's already in relationships, so air, again a fitting name, because for most women this box doesn't really exist. How about the bad personality and poor looks section? Haven't really spoken about this yet. Well, these dudes are just invisible. Like, I don't know what else you want me to say about this section. If a man has no looks and no personality, why would a woman even want to associate herself with him? But interestingly, this box is also invisible, at least in the romantic sense. But it's granted that some women will want to have this guy around for his good personality, which basically turns him into the gesturing normie. But like I said, in the romantic sense, completely invisible. However, I've noticed it's quite common for guys who started here to try to move across to this zone, which is what I call niceification. So you'll often see sub 8 looks guys try to be nice to women, whether it's in a fake or real way.
Well, you actually would have a better chance being the invisible asshole, because they're already used to being treated like shit by the top tier assholes. So I feel like you actually got a better chance of getting a bitch being the ugly asshole. Ironically enough. But let's go back to this. Okay, women having a positive view about men. Let's just talk about women in general. Do women in general view men positively? Generally speaking, no. Men are tools. I already broke it down before. Let's take it slow. Women put men into, how can I put this? Where do I want to start? Let's do this.
You know that anger you get when you deal with like a person that's just completely stupid? What's wrong with your brain? Like why do you not see what you are? Like, and I get there with the women, I truly do.
As a man, I expect you to provide. Under no circumstances will I ever touch bills.
They lay you down, they spray you down, but they don't stay around.
I've never done anything remotely wrong in my life, ever.
Always gonna love me more than I'm ever gonna love you. And if a man wants to be in my life, he needs to spend his every waking hour thinking of ways on how he needs to convince me that he should even be graced by my presence.
This whole threat of women, oh, you're gonna grow old and die alone. No, we're not. That's not a threat. We have our friends. We have our sisters with us. Did you ever see the Golden Girls, my dude?
Oh my
That's
god.
not a cautionary tale. It's a goddamn victory lap.
Listen, don't make a scene, all right?
I want to talk to that fucking bitch.
Hey, be fucking nice. Don't fuck up in here.
You know, sometimes we get so wrapped up in how a problem bothers us, we don't see what the problem really is.
All y'all do the same shit, whether if you was some homeless shit trying to dig cigarettes out of a trash can or you live in the White House.
She's going to have issues for the rest of her life.
Emotionally
Okay,
daunting and
what up?
hurtful when I just
Wait, what did I do? What did I do?
hitting a wall.
What up,
you know?
what up,
whole
Sheila?
reason
Did
why I
I
really
fuck something
didn't
up?
like,
Fuck something up.
pursue it
Somehow.
because he was a good guy.
You gotta know when to say when, bitch. Our coochie cutter days are over.
You know.
Oh. Well, let's hold on.
Spend his every waking hour.
All right, my bad. I actually know how I'm doing that, and I gotta fix it. I gotta fix it in the settings. What up, what up, what up, everybody? What up, Sheila? Anyway, I wonder is Sheila behind on the stream? I think Sheila might be behind on the stream. But anyway, let me break down how women view men, everybody. Now, women view you as either a big dog, a useful tool, or a motherfucker who basically she annoyed with your existence at best. So okay, she either see you as a big dog, and I would say that's for most women that's 10% of men. Or you know what? Let's not do that. Let's do 20%. So 10% of that 20% big dog category um is, let's just say, guys who she's physically attracted to or attracted to for one reason or another. That's 10%. The other 10% of big dogs are dudes who clearly just have either money, status. They're a big dog for one reason or another, whether she's attracted to him or not. But he's clearly a somebody for one reason or another. Okay? So women have positive views of big dogs. That's just their nature off top. Now, let's talk about the useful tools. We'll call that another 20%. Here, hold on. I'm going to let it play some more and then we're going to finish that thought.
With your own eyes to believe it. And when the women interact with these dudes, we all know how it eventually goes down. Anyway, bringing back the 4 quadrants of the chart, we can assign names to each of the boxes. So the good looks and bad personality box is who I like to call the drowning in matches, or dim, which to be honest reflects a lot of their character. As for the good looks and good personality, it's already in relationships, so air, again a fitting name, because for most women this box doesn't really exist. How about the bad personality and poor looks section? Haven't really spoken about this yet. Well, these dudes are just invisible. Like, I don't know what else you want me to say about this section. If a man has no looks and no personality, why would a woman even want to associate herself with him? But interestingly, this box is also invisible, at least in the romantic sense. But it's granted that some women will want to have this guy around for his good personality, which basically turns him into the gesturing normie. But like I said, in the romantic sense, completely invisible. However, I've noticed it's quite common for guys who started here to try to move across to this zone, which is what I call niceification. So you'll often see sub-8 looks guys try to be nice to women, whether it's in a fake or real way, because they think it will land them more of a chance. And they'll do this because they've often been told from the media that if he wants a girlfriend, he just has to be nice. Or he's reinforced from his own experience that when he's nicer to women, it sometimes leads to her replying to him more. But, unfortunately, that's usually in the context as a friend, not the boyfriend, which is the guys up here. And as a matter of fact, the game theory goes further because you'll often see that girls are more wanting to try to get these dudes and convert them into this box. They would rather try to get a guy with a bad personality and good looks and make him the boyfriend even though he doesn't necessarily want it. And that's why women will often tell you that you just need to be nice. Because for these dudes, it literally is a matter of just be nice. But like I said, because the bottom 2 tiers are invisible, to her it's true that if she tells the dude she wants to just be nice, then all of a sudden these men could be in relationships. But she doesn't realise that your lack of success is actually because of a lack of looks, rather than a lack of personality. Or she's just flat out lying and tells you one thing and does another. But anyways, another point is, for these guys, it's often the case they don't even want to have a good personality, because they've got so many options. For these men, it's the opposite of niceification. And if anything, for the good-looking guys, there's more dudes who end up adopting a worse personality once he's reached a certain level of looks. Because when you've got options, you can end up being nitpicky and dismissive, ghosting someone as soon as they step out of line, as soon as they don't give you exactly what you want right now this second, just like how women with loads of options end up treating you. So based on what I've seen, there ends up being more attractive guys falling into this category. I'll put it this way, imagine if you're a celebrity, and there's hundreds, literally hundreds of people queuing up to meet you and get your autograph. Now, imagine if the dude at the front of the queue asks, can you write a long personalised message? Then all of a sudden it's get the hell out of here. The celebrity has hundreds of people desperate for his attention. If a person asks for too much, get out the way, there's plenty other people waiting in the line. And that's not necessarily because the action itself was asking for too much. Because it's often the context. Imagine if there was a different person, less famous, maybe 100,000 YouTube subscribers. If the first fan ever recognised him public and asked him the exact same thing, then there's a way higher chance that he'll be receptive to it and happy to do it. People's self-perceived options always affects their attitudes. And you don't need to believe me on this, but they even did a study proving this is true. I spoke about it as one of my 8 studies video, which you can check out afterwards. Anyway, getting back to the chart, the last thing I want to talk about in this video is when we bring back the 3 biggest complaints women have from dating apps. In the same study, they also asked for men's biggest complaints. And the biggest complaint, which 71% of men reported, there are 0 prizes for guessing correctly what it was. Quite obviously, it was not receiving enough messages/matches. This shows quite evidently for the bottom 70% of men. They are feeling completely invisible. The next biggest complaint, 57%, was seeing dishonest or misleading profiles, which you know how it is. A woman will look like this in the pictures, only to show up in real life and look 2 to 3 points worse. And lastly, 27%, being called offensive names, which probably happens because of the amount of attention and messages that women get, so they end up being dry or straight up rude to your polite offer. That's the power that comes with being a woman or an attractive man on these dating apps. Anyway, that's all the content that I have for today. And now if you want to find out where you stand, to find out if you're one of the haves or the have-nots, then you can head over to my website where I sell face ratings and looks maxing advice. I've sold 30,000 of these so far, and part of the reason is the prices are super affordable. The $25 package is the most popular, which you get tons of value included. Or if you want to spend more money, there's a higher ticket option. Get your face breakdown explained in a 10-minute video, exactly as you saw today. So if you're interested in any of these, the link will be the first in the description below. Head down there now, I'll see you guys over there, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
She said, I'm done with you.
I don't know shit, I'm done with you. Shit, I'm done with this.
That's just done with you, though. Did you cheat?
I didn't cheat.
Well, wait a minute. The way you answered it.
I'm never looking for somebody more valuable than you, but I'm looking for somebody to release whatever toxicity, frustration, whatever, even if it's sexual.
That's crazy. As long as you know it's wrong.
Not only do I know it's wrong, I'm ashamed of it.
Good heart, pretty, got the weight that you're looking for, but can't dress.
The only reason you have a roster is because you have availability. I didn't lose my virginity because I just had a weak moment. I lost it because my mom told me it was special, but everybody around me was having sex. You hear all the things Kay said? Kay does not agree with anything you said, and I love the fact that she's true to herself in that way. Women, y'all deserve the love that you want. Please don't settle for nothing that you know is not for you.
Mike Moss.
My man.
You're single, yes?
Yes.
You live in Atlanta?
I just moved to Atlanta.
That's what's up. Welcome to Atlanta.
Thank you, bro.
So at Podcast Summit, we are going to have a conversation station much like this, where I want to have conversations around finding the right partner. Because at first I was like, man, there's enough relationship-based podcasts. However, what I want to do differently is, one, coming from an entrepreneurial angle, because there's a lot of women that say, I will not date a simply 9-to-5er, meaning like just 9 to 5.
Okay.
You might have a job, but you like building something. Right?
Got you. Okay.
And I'm like, man, I know people who are available, single, ready to mingle. And I want this to be maybe a place where you can find that person.
Okay.
So what do you think about that?
I actually really like it. But is this the kickoff to that?
Yeah, you're the first time.
I don't want to be the face of the ministry.
I thought about it today.
Okay.
And that's when I called you. Because I'm always thinking about ways to promote Podcast
That's
Summit.
true.
Like, yo, come to Podcast Summit.
True.
And I'm like, Mike Moss is the host.
Yeah.
And, some ladies might buy their tickets like, boom, let me just be in the building.
Hey, well, listen.
I'm using you.
If you love God and you ready to change your life, whether it be for a relationship or it be for your purpose, hey, you coming to the right spot. So that's just a shameless plug anyway. So.
Okay. I ain't mad at that. Okay. So how long you been in Atlanta?
So I've been in Atlanta officially, let's say 6 weeks. I came last year, but I was still commuting back and forth from Chicago. So.
Okay. What part of the city?
So I'm in Vinings now.
Vinings.
So I'm not too familiar with everything around it, but Smyrna, Marietta type area. Okay.
You got a car?
Got a flat coming over here. Yeah.
Got a flat coming over here. Okay. I'm just asking all important questions.
Yeah.
All right. let's jump into this.
Okay.
When it comes to your balance between business, entrepreneurship, whatever your goals or dreams are, and managing a relationship, how do you manage that dynamic?
So I haven't had to do that in a very long time. I think my last relationship during COVID, once I transitioned from that, I really started throwing everything into business. So I think since then, I've kind of dated with the understanding that, hey, I don't have the same type of time as a normal individual would, but I have intentional time. So if you're okay with quality time, as you say, then you can give a little bit on the quantity. And so that's how I kind of make that work. I travel for a living, and so it kind of gets sticky for a lot of people. It's like, oh, I want my person there with me. It's like, do you want your person there with you, or do you want somebody who's actually building something to where you don't have to keep doing the thing that you don't like doing as much? So it depends on what you care about. So I like to give people the options, but this is something I'm committed to. So yeah, man,
So this is your first season of full-time business and
being open to
a relationship.
Exactly.
Ooh, you're not gonna know how to balance it.
I
Because
don't-
you said I'll spend intentional time, but
Yeah.
you don't really know yet.
So what I do is it's like a calendar, right? Once that's on my calendar for something we're doing intentionally, I'm not available anymore. Hey, Mike, I would like you to host this event and like to do it. If it's something I see value in, I'm actually not available to do business on that time. Even if it's something that I would not naturally be excited about, if that's somebody that I'm giving my intentional time to, they're worth me cutting off that part of my life for. So
Got it. So you are a host,
I'm definitely a host. for sure.
speaker, a speaker as well, or a host? Or how do you?
Yeah, I'm a speaker too, but I'm the host. People didn't know they need it. This is how I do it. And a lot of people just don't know the value of a host. And so for me, it has nothing to do to say I'm the best host. I believe I am, but it has nothing to do with that arrogance or that confidence of it. I'm not entitled. I just believe that a lot of people think that them struggling to do a show because it's going well, that it wouldn't add value for them to have the peace to only worry about the thing that they care about doing, while somebody else cares about your actual vision, not being seen, but your actual vision and carrying that through. And I think that by that, it'll boost me personally, but I care about the vision.
All right, let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Why didn't your last relationship work out?
Last relationship didn't work out. It was a COVID relationship, and she lived in Bermuda. A lot of people thought that might have been a little crazy, but working for the airlines, I was able to travel all the time.
How'd y'all meet?
We met in college. So we met in college back in 2003. She was a year ahead of me, and she always had a relationship. So she was very close with my first cousin. So I knew her from being roommates, and so she was just a good friend. I saw qualities in her, but she was always unavailable, and she ended up being married, and then that dissipated. And once I found out she was single, I was like, "Yo, that's crazy." I've always thought she was dope. So absolutely.
How long y'all together?
We were together for about a year and a half. So March 2020 to about September of 2021.
So fresh COVID.
It was literally, when I say COVID relationship, I mean the airlines. I went from, I could still travel while I'm working, but if I'm not actually working, I can't travel under the fact that I'm a what's it called, essential worker. You know, so
were you guys having premarital relations?
That's crazy.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a wild question. That's a
All
tough
right, now you about to go
All right,
crazy.
listen.
Okay, now
But
that's
it
cool.
seems like
I love God.
I know.
You know what?
But it
Okay.
seems
I
like
know where I'm
y'all,
at.
as soon as y'all can't go nowhere, y'all get together. But as soon as y'all can go somewhere a year and a half later, it's like, bro, this was just for this moment, and then I'm out. Who ended the relationship, you or her?
She ended the relationship. We ended the relationship. It's okay. Let's talk about it, and then let you tell me,
Okay,
because
you tell me.
All right. Back to what I was. Let me read the comments. Yeah. It popped up on my algorithm, I guess, pretty early. Let me get back to what I was saying. You've been on pretty long. Shout out to the 5 Rumbleites watching. Oh, I guess we haven't been on that long. We haven't even been on 2 hours. Anyway. So okay, how women view men. Okay, they either see you as a big dog, a useful tool, or just a motherfucker who's kind of, they're annoyed to even have to look at you, talk to you. That's at least That's the majority, 60%. That's like 60%. So the okay, big dogs are the only ones they have a positive view of. Okay. Top 20%. Now the useful tools, they'll be nice to him depending on if he can be a useful tool to her at the moment. So it all depends. Does she have a positive view of you? As long as you're being a useful tool to her. But it's not a positive view because she's a noble human or something. And so essentially what I'm saying, and then if you're just like some guy, she would prefer to not have to even acknowledge your existence. So yeah, it's safe to say she doesn't have a positive view of you. So yeah, most women don't have a positive view of bare minimum 80% of men. And then when they keep getting fucked over by big dogs, they start to hate the big dogs too. So then that's when they they don't have a positive view of any man.
He has money. We ain't gotta say he has business. He's established. His life is peaceful. What benefit is she gonna bring to him?
On dating and relationships.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. As long as you know that you're very delusional and ditzy, but you're the perfect being to somebody. You what we all wish for.
No.
Nah, yeah. You are. You're what we wish for. You're what we wish for. Not gonna lie. He's in a great situation. You're in a losing situation. But
he don't think that, so
he don't know that until he talked to me. You better hope you better hope me and your baby dad never cross paths.
I hope y'all don't, because
you better pray
that
you don't.
nigga, you go through his repost and you was there.
You better pray he never has a conversation with me.
Yeah, it's nothing wrong with being a lover girl. I believe that
You're not a
niggas
lover
will
girl.
change.
You're a dumb girl.
You think I'm dumb for real? Why do you think I'm dumb, bro?
If you don't know, then you're already dumb as hell.
No,
Well, chat. Any woman that keeps leaving a man because she feels disrespected is a woman that is going to be alone for the rest of her life.
These women tried to have a conversation with this man about what women bring to dating. And for some reason, the women just couldn't really answer this question. It was really bothering them to have to say what they bring to the table. And in my observation, it seems that black women are disturbed by this question more than any other demographic of women in the dating market. Because I don't think black women really thought about having to bring anything to the table when it comes to black men. Because black women are giving so much free praise. They're told that they're God by the Hotep community. They're told they can do bad all by themselves by the church community. So they're getting so much free pandering and so much free love. I can see why now in 2026, most women who even appear to be good women, they don't even know what they should be bringing to a man. That question, what do you bring to the table, really pisses black women off. And when Beans asked the question, y'all already know that things got heated. Hit the subscribe button, also hit the notification bell, hit the hype button when you get a chance. Let's not waste 1 minute.
Look, I don't know about the Beans guy. I seen some of his clips, they were good, but it's not just about spewing red pill talking points, because everybody doing that. I be trying to peep the character, y'all. I just be trying to peep the character. That's all. Let's see if we can find something about his character.
And when you go out on a date with someone, you're really just trying to figure out if your goals align, because the Bible does say, like, a man finds a wife, finds a good thing. And I think dating, you're ultimately looking for a wife, right?
Women love catchphrases. They can hide behind cute sounding catchphrases. You found a wife, you found a good thing. Because you see with that statement, there's no standard that goes along with that statement. There's no requirements. There's no standard to be upheld. They could just say, well, when you found a wife, you found a good thing. They love them little quick, catchy catchphrases, man. So they can hide behind the nothing that they bring to the table. I'm here and I'm a wife. Look, if we get married, I'm here. So you found a wife. So you found a good thing. Because I'm sitting here, ain't I? And we got married. So I'm a wife. You found a wife. You found a good thing.
Also with notification bell, hit the hype button when you get a chance. Let's not waste 1 minute.
And when you go out on a date with someone, you're really just trying to figure out if your goals align, because the Bible does say, like, a man finds a wife, finds a good thing. And I think dating, you're ultimately looking for a wife, right? And also for me, when I go out with someone on a date, I'm also vetting them to see what can I amplify. Like, is there any material in you that I can multiply? You know, so you're saying you're looking for what is the benefit. I think with everything in life, it's really like a chance. Like it's really monopoly. But also, like, before you go on a date with someone, men are visual, so you can kind of tell the caliber of person you're going on a date with. So that if you go on a date and then you're just like, oh, this person has nothing to offer, you knew that before you got there.
By looking at her?
Yeah.
What? So a man should know that the woman has nothing to offer by looking at her. Yep. Don't be mad at him.
And dingbats. Don't be mad at them. Just realize how they're fucking dingbats.
Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
You're so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
How?
Yes.
How, Sway? Take a few steps back.
How in the world could he know that she doesn't have anything to offer just by looking at her? How? You see how she's working really, really hard to make women more interesting than what they offer physically? She's not really doing that good of a job. I think because we have a culture of women where they don't think about what they're supposed to offer men outside of the physical aspect.
Right, you know.
So, go ahead.
Yes. I do think you can see, especially if they have a social media account, you can kind of gauge that person's day-to-day life and how they operate, and you can tell the type of the caliber of person you're going to be going on a date with. It's not that people can't improve, and also it's not that you cannot bring out a different side of the person. You kind of just know or have an idea of what you're getting yourself into when you're going on a date. Like, it's not like, go ahead.
So limited. The average age of marriage is 29. Most of women, until they get their husband, they probably went on hundreds of dates, right?
Okay.
When people took you on dates, what do you think they wanted from you?
It really depends.
So let's assume that he's an ultra religious man, because I heard those men like coochie too, right? He takes you on a date, and he wants what? Like, what do you think that man wants from you?
He can want whatever he wants. We're in a vetting process. Like, everything is not sexual. Everything
For who?
Everything should not be sexual, especially when you're in a dating process.
I got you.
There we go. Women spend way too much time looking at the dating market, as it should be, and they spend way less time focusing on what it actually is. This is one of the biggest issues with modern women. You guys think that you're going to come into the dating market with your desires of how you believe the dating market should be, and you think men are just going to follow it. You women should really stop that.
Cut the shit, man.
What does a man benefit from taking you out on dates? Let's assume that he's not getting sex. Let's take it out of the way. What do you?
Yeah, men don't like dates. Oh, as a general rule, yeah, men don't fucking like dates. Dates are a pain in the ass and just a means to an end. I gotta entertain you, pick you up, pay for the date, all to maybe get some Gucci at some point. And she's not gonna keep up conversation. You gotta pretty much keep up the conversation, or you're boring. Yeah, gosh. Yeah, men don't fucking like dates.
They always get their business ideas amplified every single time. It depends on
a date. Y'all talking about the S&P 500 and stock options and cryptocurrency and how to launch your YouTube and go viral, or like you're trying to get fun, eat some ice cream, throw some stones at some ducks in the park. Don't do that, kids. Like,
well, if the conversations lead there, absolutely. But you're always gonna leave with something that changes your mind and ultimately change the trajectory of your life, or just give you an inkling to go in a different direction, because words really shape your reality. And I believe that, so I'm intentional with the things I share on dates or just in general, like if you're having a conversation with me. So
if I talk with you, you can help me, my YouTube go viral, so I can be like Ugly Money Niche and Dr. Cheat.
Well, I am a marketer, so yeah, I have helped other people's platforms.
Damn. So it's not a date. This is not a date anymore. It's a job interview.
On your salad have legs. If that makes me uncompromising, well, I wear it as a badge of honor.
And we're not looking to be on a job interview with somebody we're dating. You career women. You women just suck. Like, I'm not really sure if there's any other way to put it. You career women are the worst women in the dating market. You women are coming up to dates. You're laying out spreadsheets and showing men projections and talking.
Like, I just like the structure first and as the base, and then like easy after.
See, you career women, you guys have been so dedicated in your little careers and your ideas of independence that when you're meeting a guy, that's the first thing you're wanting to roll out to him, because it's what you're prioritizing the highest. So you don't see any scenario where not talking about business makes sense. Instead of becoming pro-man, you just become pro-business. Let's get back into the clip.
You don't have to say if you're single or you married, right? Simple example. So if I like you and I'm on your area and I say, hey, Drake is going to do a concert on XXX. It's on me. Do you want to go? You say, no, because I don't go on dates for fun. You going, right? You're like, yeah, I like Drake too. It's all for free. Let's go. I paid the drinks. Like, wouldn't you go just to go watch Drake and have fun? Beyonce?
Okay, this is a waste of time too. Let's move on.
Understand life. Motherfucker don't even
he got a flat. There you go.
Come on, he got a flat. That's okay.
I've been waiting on him.
Yeah.
Get up here on that one, man.
That's crazy. This is a light-skinned nigga. I'm saying look like me.
Tassels on the jeans. No, comment on what you said, man. Like, you don't have to, I mean, you could not be from the streets, for example, but you can understand the streets. You get what I'm saying? So just because you understand your woman, you don't have to come from her perspective, like on the.
Well, I understand that.
Yeah, but you can understand. Go to the streets. You go to the streets. You gonna become the streets. Wherever you go, you become. So what I'm saying.
But when you go to a woman, you don't become a woman.
You don't. Or y'all start doing the same things.
No, we don't.
Y'all start finishing each other's sentences. Y'all start doing the same thing. They start doing it.
As a human right.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna skip to the part where the woman get on the scene, on the screen. Cause see, this is why I don't hang with. I don't want to hear niggas barking and like, see, what niggas be talking about? So I don't go to the barbershop. What? See, sitting in these rooms is a waste of time, and like you're gonna lose IQ points just even sitting in the room with niggas. I get it, steel sharpen steel, but I mean, maybe at my age, I just don't see the point of male friendships. Because I feel like it's just going to be a bunch of niggas sitting around talking about nothing, getting loud, fucking up my nervous system. And I don't feel like I'm growing. I'm not benefiting mentally, emotionally, financially, spiritually. I'm not benefiting from sitting around a bunch of niggas just talking shit. And I'm too old to really just have a relationship that's strictly about, oh, we have fun together, pause. I don't know, man. Like at this stage of my life, a motherfucker would really have to be cut from the cloth I'm cut for me to even want to be around him. And he would have to have a similar life to me for it to even make sense. And most of our conversations would have to be about something meaningful. I mean, not that you can't just shoot the shit, but it couldn't be this, you know? It couldn't be this.
Y'all do the same things. No, we don't. Y'all start finishing each other's sentences. Y'all start doing the same thing. They start doing it.
As a human race.
No, y'all start colliding.
Not as a goddamn woman.
But no, that's more aligned.
How she responded is crazy.
Ain't no training, no 2026
Typical Keisha.
These bitches looking for shelter. They looking for shelter. They looking for money.
Hell no.
Time's out.
You
when
gonna
you
get trained.
say you gotta train I don't get by why you gotta train a ain't no.
So see, you see the masculinity. Oh, she's stepping on the scene like she about to whoop all these niggas' asses. Let's watch that again. Just the energy. It's not even that we heard her say nothing too crazy yet. Peep the tattoos on her arms. It's not even that I heard her say nothing too crazy yet, but just look at the energy. Like she was about to just put all three of these niggas to sleep. She ain't said nothing yet. I just peeped the energy, body language.
Bro, the way how she responded is crazy.
Ain't no training, no 2026
Typical Keisha.
These bitches looking for shelter. They looking for shelter. They looking for money.
Hell no.
Time's out.
You
when
gonna
you
get trained.
say you gotta train I don't get by why you gotta train a ain't no nigga train me to love nobody.
And also, this is a Christian woman, so just letting y'all know that.
Peep the tattoos, everybody. Is that a Rolex? Oh, gosh. Let's just press play.
Love. That nigga didn't train me to love him. I loved him out of me loving him.
You know what they
Not
didn't
him
do?
training me. I'm not no dog.
Watch that flag, man. Watch that flag. See, this is what I'm saying, man. If dudes start giving bitches sleeping pills with the bada boom, bada bing, I just feel like this energy would die down over like a year's time frame. All this energy would die down.
I done been in love. That nigga didn't train me to love him. I loved him out of me loving him.
You know what they
Not
didn't
him
do?
training me. I'm not no
You know
dog.
what they did? You know what they didn't do?
I'm not no fucking dog.
They didn't use the word train.
You just
But-
did though.
I know. I'm telling you what they
Ain't
did.
nobody trained me to love.
Because they're seducing.
taught me how to
you know,
love.
It talks about
Not train, nigga. Don't tell me sit up, down, get lay down. No, love me.
You gotta be
No,
gangster enough to
nigga,
handle
they
it.
ain't train me. I
Men
ain't no.
manipulate
I mean, I
women.
am a bitch, but you're not finna train me to love you.
See, you don't even respect yourself. I mean, I ain't no bitch, but I am a bitch. But at this, don't do that. I don't understand how women try and use that term as type of endearment when
You're already losing if you talking to a black woman. Like only time I talk to black women is when I absolutely have to, and even then I try everything in my power to avoid it. Niggas are sitting down having conversations with me. Nigga, it ain't no conversation. Bitch, sit down, shut up, or get the fuck out of our space, or we might put you to sleep, bitch. It ain't no what else is there? That's get with our get down or lay down type shit. Fuck is we negotiating with the bitch? I get it. We live in a society now where we get put in positions where we gotta, do X, Y, and Z. But nah, man. I get it. It's entertainment for you too. But man, fuck trying to reason with a bitch, especially a black one.
somebody else call you that, you ain't gonna like it.
Women
No,
all the
I'm
time.
gonna love you because I love you because
Manipulation is training.
No,
Yes,
it is a little
Thank
bit.
you. So
But-
when he gets you to do what you want, he placated on your thoughts.
Yeah,
You
but
knew
he
what
didn't
got
train
you
me.
off.
He didn't say
He
sit
trained you.
down, love me.
No.
He didn't
So
do that.
that's what you think. You think training
Yeah,
is
because
like.
ain't no nigga train me to
you
love
think
him. I love
training-
him out of me.
So you think training is sit down like that?
Yeah. Just
No,
do what I
training
tell you to
is
do.
no training is
Love me
baby. I
how
don't like
want
it.
you- how I
Training
want- how I
is
wanna be
baby. I
loved.
don't like when you do that like that.
There you go.
Baby,
That's
I don't
not
like when you
training.
do
That's
that.
letting
Is training.
That's letting your partner know, hey,
Yeah, training, you goofy ass bitch. Your ego won't let you just accept it. It's training. Cause you're insecure, cause you know, like, see, women are insecure. They know they're inferior. That's why they get so triggered. I ain't a dog. I ain't a dog. Cause she know, like, she is like a dog. Well, actually, dogs are more loyal, probably. That's actually an insult to an actual bitch. You can actually get through some logic through to a dog. Sit here and don't get up. Or you smack them in the head with the newspaper a couple times. I don't abuse dogs, by the way. But like smack them in the newspaper, smack them with the newspaper a couple times, and they'll stay sitting there until you tell them to get up. Women don't listen that good. So actually, that's an insult to bitches by calling women bitches.
how I want to be
Baby, I
loved.
don't like when you do that like that.
There you go.
Baby,
That's
I don't
not
like when you
training.
do
That's
that.
letting
Is
your
training.
that's letting your partner know, hey, babe.
That's how you receive it. What you're talking about is how you receive it.
If I let you know, hey, babe, I don't like what you did.
Here's
Is
what
that,
men know.
Is that
I'm
me
trying to
training
tell
you how to love me? No.
Here's what men
that's
do.
me. That's me teaching you how to do.
Pay attention to how she's using that flag to poke them and disrespect them. See, black women like this need to go to sleep. I mean, I don't condone that, but I'm just saying. But I understand, like, that's the only thing a woman like this would truly understand is if you put her to sleep. Now, see, I wonder who she is. Is this her man that she poking with the? Because let's just say this isn't her man that she's poking with the flag. If he give her the Beats by Dre headphones in front of the camera, a lot of even the dudes sitting on the panel with him will probably jump on him. Or let's say, okay, let's just do a hypothetical. Let's say her man is in that building watching this right here. And he's watching her like buck up on men and she keep poking this man with the flag. First off, let's just take this shit slow. If it was my woman, she wouldn't be here. And if for some weird, crazy reason she was here and I was standing, behind the scenes or whatever, drinking a Snapple, I would intervene. I would interrupt the podcast. Hey, stop poking him with that damn flag. Because I got to fight the nigga if he put you to sleep. So can you, well, not even can you, stop poking him with that damn flag or get your ass over here. Because some of these bitches, they only understand when you talk to them like that. You can't say, hey, babe, can you stop poking him with the flag, please? Whatever, nigga, I'm going to do what I want. Well, I wouldn't even be in a relationship with a bitch like that anyway. But even good women sometimes get in a demonic state and they just ain't listening to shit no matter what. That's when you got to get aggressive with them. Oh my gosh. This is crazy, man. You keep poking this nigga with the flag, like. And this is why nobody respects. This is one of the reasons. I ain't gonna say it's definitely not the sole reason. But this plays into why nobody respects black men. They you don't think racist white men see videos like this sometimes? Damn, you gonna let her just keep poking you with it? Nah, but white men are pussies too. They didn't let their women run amok too. Most white men will let a bitch poke them with the flag too. But y'all get what I'm trying to say. Like, damn, black man, you gonna let her keep poking you with the flag in front of thousands? Now, see, I preach keeping your cool, and I usually can keep my cool. I'm patient and all that, but you gotta stop poking. You gotta stop poking me with that flag, though. Like that would have maybe I would have let it slide the first two times, but yeah, you gotta stop poking me with that damn flag. Can you put that flag down? Hey, oh gosh.
If I let you know, hey, babe, I don't like what you did. Is that me training you how to love me? No.
Here's what men do.
That's me teaching you how to do something.
Here's what men do. Men spot that woman. They want their woman. Their woman could be the opposite of what they are.
That fire alarm beeping is diabolical. I'm hearing it on home videos, TikToks. I'm hearing it in podcast studios. If black people don't learn how to change that fucking smoke alarm battery, like we be begging to get clowned by the world, man. We literally be begging to get fucking clowned. Like at this point, it's a meme. Everybody should know about the meme. But you become deaf to it after a while. Like, this shit is crazy, man. Not the smoke alarm beep on the podcast, too. Come on, black folk. Hey, all skin folk ain't your kinfolk. If you ain't my kinfolk. If you can't change that fucking smoke alarm battery, you are not I'm not claiming you as kinfolk, skin folk.
Men do. Men spot that woman. They want their woman. Their woman could be the opposite of what they are. And that man say, I'm going to get her to do what I want.
That's
And then he comes up with a... No, it's not. No, listen. Let me listen to me. It's not fucked up when he's not
It
taking it.
sound weird. I'm gonna get this nigga to do whatever the fuck. Why?
See, this is why men don't.
Women talk like that all the time. Good bitch, I'm gonna get him to get the nails done. He gonna play the rent. Play that nigga, get him for everything you can get him for, bitch. They do that all the time. Why are they acting like... She acting like she don't know the game. Like, it don't go both ways.
Be honest with women. See, she don't even get it. All the riz in the game, all the dudes that done got out of her draws, she don't even understand that. They just not gonna tell you the truth, but you're still following and doing what they want you to do without them having to say it.
Listen, why can't you do it on your
because
own? Why I gotta train you to do
women
something
do
that
the
you already
same
know you're
exact
supposed to be
thing.
doing?
Women do the exact same thing to men.
That's true.
Women know what to say, how to cater to their egos,
Period.
to train them.
I'm not
How to be
training a
loved.
nigga to love me.
That's a lie.
If you can't, I'm
You are
not.
a fucking
Listen,
lie.
I've been single for a long time. I'm not finna train you to love me.
You hear that, everybody? Did you hear that, everybody?
How to be loved.
Man.
That's true.
Women know what to say, how to cater to their egos,
Period.
to train them.
I'm not
How to be
training a
loved.
nigga to love me.
That's a lie.
If you can't, I'm
You are
not.
a fucking
Listen,
lie.
I've been single for a long time.
They lay you down, they spray you down, but they don't stay around.
You know, sometimes we get so wrapped up in how a problem bothers us, we don't see what the problem really is.
She's going to have issues for the rest of her life.
I'm not finna train you to love me. Learn how to
The
love me. I'm
man-
not gonna
the
train you.
man
I'm not gonna
that
say,
you
hey,
get
sit up,
that
down.
don't come home.
This is how you
The
do
man
it.
that you
This
get
is how
that
you
don't
cook.
come.
All right, this is annoying. Let's keep it moving. Or I might get off here. Let's see. Let's see. Shout out to the 5 Rumbleites still watching. Let's see if I can push it a little longer. Let me get this one out the way. I've been meaning to get this one out the way.
How do you know if you're dating a red-pilled man? Almost every point could be written by replacing the word men with women. They perform emotional intelligence rather than practice it. I'm just holding space. I value communication. That sounds like she took that from women. women think that an emotionally intelligent man means that you're supposed to stay calm while she crashes out.
Exhibit A. Let's see what you got in. How can you tell a guy is sassy?
When you want to match my energy when I'm mad. So since you want to talk to them so much, don't talk to me.
I don't care. I don't gotta talk to you. Don't talk to me.
You're matching what energy? You're supposed to calm me down. Yes.
You want to go tit for tat? Know what I'm saying?
We're not doing that. We're grown.
You can be petty.
We grown. We grown. Say it's Getty. A man should never be petty. Never. That's a female tendency.
Yeah, let me be a toxic, belligerent, temperamental piece of shit, and you just stay cool and take it. That's emotional intelligence. Just accept me being a horrible, horrible human being. That's a real man. Take me abusing you and calm me down from abusing you every day, and just hang in there, because that's what real men do. Get the fuck out of here.
Yes.
I have not watched Love Island. Some of you all have sent me messages saying, "Hey, Media Man, you should watch Love Island." Now I'm starting to understand why, because it sparked the whole conversation about RP. And I was like, this is interesting. So look, this is what she said. This is from Every Girl, the Instagram page. Love Island has everyone talking about red pill behavior again, inside and outside of the villa. From men seeming determined to misunderstand the women they're coupled up with, to online audiences rushing to defend some genuinely questionable behavior. This season has kicked off a much bigger conversation about the manosphere, red pill ideology, and how modern misogyny actually shows up in dating. Okay? So that is the premise. Y'all get it? Let's see. So this is what they consider red pill and red pill red flags. Number one, they talk about dating like it's a competition between men and women. If your dates feel less like getting to know each other and more like a negotiation where someone has to come out on top, that's a sign their whole framework is built on opposition rather than connection. Couldn't that go both ways? Hold on. Let's keep listening and let me know if any of this you could say that this pertains to women as well, right? I'm looking like a preacher up here.
All right, I'm bored. Let's keep it moving. I'm trying to find something worth. Let's finish off on. No,
I
not
got her
that.
cat.
I work in the.
Oh, you know what? Fucking, I'm over it. I'll holler at y'all tomorrow. Remember, how others treat you is their karma. How you treat others is your karma. Be nice to people because God's watching. And remember, I'm a nice guy. I just play asshole on the internet. And I've never done anything remotely wrong my entire life ever. Be sure to keep your blood sugar, blood pressure, and cholesterol down to keep the Reaper from coming around. Make sure you get your yearly checkup so Satan don't catch up. For anybody thinking about getting into crypto, I don't know. Let me check something real quick. I'm gonna show y'all something real quick before I leave. Let me show y'all. I'm sure most of y'all still gonna leave because y'all don't want to hear about this shit. But for anybody who's interested in hearing it, hold on. Okay. I'll be right back. I want to show y'all something real quick.
You know that anger you get when you deal with like a person that's just completely stupid? What's wrong with your brain? Like why do you not see what you are? Like, and I get there with women, like I truly do.
As a man, I expect you to provide. Under no circumstances will I ever touch bills.
They lay you down, they spray you down, but they don't stay around.
I've never done anything remotely wrong in my life ever.
Always gonna love me more than I'm ever gonna love you. And if a man wants to be in my life, he needs to spend his every waking hour thinking of ways on how he needs to convince me that he should even be graced by my presence.
Okay, real quick, y'all. Real quick. Based on my insiders. Okay, I don't really have insiders. Damn. Okay, so Bitcoin went back to 63,000. So, okay, let me just give y'all my thoughts real quick. Now, none of this is financial advice. Let me see how many of y'all still listening. All right. Bitcoin is a pretty solid asset, and I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon, to be frank with you. Now, the all-time high was roughly double where it's at right now. Do I think it's going back to an all-time high within the next, or well, okay, let me put it like this. Do I think it's going back to like 120,000 over the next 3 to 4 years? Yeah, I really do. And like I said, the thing about if you do invest into Bitcoin, I don't think it's going anywhere. It could. There's still risk and all that. But I think it's a pretty solid asset. And I think there's a chance over the next 10 years it could be, who knows, $500,000 a Bitcoin. No guarantees, of course. But the point I'm trying to make is, let's just look at it from a short-term perspective. Not financial advice, but I don't think it would be a bad bet to double some money over the next 2-3 years. If you start dollar cost averaging in now, I think it could potentially go to 120, 150,000 over the next few years. So I don't know what everybody's financial situation is. If this is your, once again, I'm gonna keep saying it, not financial advice. But if you have, let's just say 2,000-3,000 to mess around with, that you wouldn't be too, broken up about if you happen to lose it. I don't think it would be a bad idea to mess with crypto a little bit. Now, so if I had $3,000, how would I invest it? Well, let me start here. I've already started, but let me go back, because I don't think I finished that sentence. Based on my indicators, Bitcoin is probably forming a bottom over the next 3 months. So if I had to guess, I think the bottom is anywhere from $50,000 to where we are now. Obviously, it can go lower, but that's just what I'm thinking. So we're getting pretty close to a point where it's time to start getting back in for people who are considered getting in. We're getting close to that time. So if I had $3,000 and I was new to crypto, I would stay within the top. I would just go ahead and stay in the top 20. I wouldn't mess with anything outside of the top 20. So if I had $3,000, I would put $500 a piece. Well, let me put it like this. Your safest bet, if you just want to double $3,000 or something, then I would just put it into. I would put like 1,500 into Bitcoin and maybe like 1,500 into Solana. If you just want to like double or triple some money, if you want to turn the 3,000 into 6 or 9,000 over the next 2 to 3 years, you know, maybe just put 1,500 in Bitcoin, 1,500 in Solana, something like that, just to play it super fucking safe. And you got a pretty decent chance of doubling or tripling some money over the next 2 or 3 years. Or if you wanted to get a little more risque, really wanted to maybe get a chance of maybe getting a 5x, a 6x, I would maybe do Bitcoin, Solana, maybe some Chainlink, some Cardano. Wanted to get a little more risky, some Sui. AVAX. You know, something like that. 500 a piece in those 6, if I even name 6. But the point I wanted to make, the ultimate point I wanted to make, talking to y'all real quick about this, is I think we're getting close to where it's time to start getting back in. And it's my humble belief that you could make a pretty solid 2 or 3x. Just something to think about. I don't know what anybody's financial situation is. A 5x is even possible playing around in this top 20. So yeah, turning 3,000 to potentially 9 to 15,000, not too shabby. 2 to 3 years, not too shabby. You know, or maybe somebody got 10,000 to kind of that they can afford to fuck around with. 10,000 to 30 to 50,000 over the next 2 or 3 years, not too shabby. But I definitely, like I said, I definitely would try to play it safe as possible if this is your first dealing in crypto. And I would, if it's your first time, I definitely would just go ahead, cash out. If the shit double your money or triple your money, just go ahead and cash out. Don't wait for it to keep going up or nothing like that. My other advice would be, you can't try to look at this shit every day, for sure. You can't try to, like, a lot of people get shook. So this is the advice I would give you. Okay, here's the good thing. If you stay in this top 10, top 20, and you know, you stick with the how can I word? Stick with the fairly stable ones, like some of the ones I named. Even if you lose some money, a lot of these ones in the top 10, top 15, top 20, they're not going anywhere. So even if you lost a little money, a lot of these are ones that you can just keep the money in there and wait till it go back up, or maybe add a little more and wait till it go back up. That's the benefit of sticking with some of the well-known, tested and proven ones like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, you'll Chainlink, Stellar, Cardano. But the point I was gonna make in closing is crypto is extremely volatile. Yes, you can lose your money. A lot less likely with the top 10 type coins. But You can't be scared of a 50% drop in 3 days. That's kind of part of the game. So yeah, if it go or let's just say a 33% drop in a day. If shit like that scare you and you going pussyfoot out and try to hurry up and sell it because you saw it go down 20, 30, 50%, then yeah, crypto ain't for you. If you don't got balls of steel to just be like, nah, fuck that. It's either gonna how can I put this? I'll give y'all a quick example. So let's say you get into Bitcoin at 60,000. Right. Let me see if anybody listened to me on Rumble. Oh, still got a few people watching. Anyway. So let's say you get into Bitcoin. And let me say this. If you just want to play it super duper fucking safe, just get Bitcoin. If you just want to play the safest shit possible, and it's still a risk, but just put 3,000 in Bitcoin and wait for it to go to, 120 or 150 and then just sell the shit. That's the safest play. Shout out to Raw Ass Pook. Anyway. So quick example. Let's say you get into Bitcoin at 60,000. And the shit go to 90,000. I don't know what's that. I can't think of the percentage right now. And then but you in your head you like I'll sell it if and when Bitcoin go to like 120, 125, 150, that's when I'll sell it. It's going to be a bumpy ride from the 60,000 when you got in to the point when it potentially get to 120, 150, 150,000. It's going to be a rough bumpy ride. Like I said, 30% drops, 50% drops. You just got to have balls of steel and maybe just set certain numbers in your head. Or maybe like just set a certain number in your head that you're not willing to see it go down to. Okay. But okay, if you're gonna get into Bitcoin, it would be stupid to sell Bitcoin at a loss. Specifically for this asset in crypto, I think it would be stupid of you. So let's say you put $2,000 in Bitcoin. I think right now at 60,000, it would be stupid to sell at a loss. But let me go back to my example. Maybe if you had something like this in your head, you got in at 60 and you just have it in your head that, look, I'm either going to sell when it go down to, if it ever go down to 30,000, or I'm going to sell when it go to 120, one or the other. You got to just set your mind up like that. So anything in between those two numbers, I ain't fucking with it. If it ain't down, if my money ain't down 50% or up 200 or 300%, I ain't doing shit with it. You got to kind of set some type of mental guideline in your head like that. Because if not, you trying to check it every week and being on some emotional roller coaster of it being up and down that day, it'll drive you fucking crazy. But anyway, I'm going to get off here. But the ultimate point I'm trying to make with this, to let y'all know, it's getting about time to get back in if you're thinking about fucking with it. The low is probably anywhere between, like I said, 50,000 and where it is now. Somewhere between there, we're going to find the bottom low point before it starts shooting back up. So the choice is yours. Do your own research. As far as my expertise level on crypto, I'm not going to say I'm a super master, but I know a whole shit ton more than, the average motherfucker. I'll put it like that. So if you got any quick questions at any point that you ever want to ask me in the future about crypto, not financial advice, but I'll try to tell you what I know if I have any answer for that. But like I said, I think some of these ones at the top is an easy play for a 2 or 3x over the next 2 or 3 years, though. That's my humble opinion. Now, if you only got $1,000 to your name, then yeah, I guess I wouldn't advise for you to do it. But let's say if you got $10,000 to your name, yeah, like I said, it might not be the worst thing in the world to go ahead and put 2 in the Bitcoin and just let it sit. Might not be the worst thing. But all right, I'm out.